What's poppin', guys? Guard Champion here, and today is Pokemon Day. So I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to go over my EEVEELUTION Funko collection, as well as go over some of my favorite competitive Pokemon sets for each of them. For all my longtime subscribers, I'm sure you will appreciate this video, as I used to do Pokemon videos before this whole little anime switcheroo. So happy Pokemon Day. Let me know how the presents went in the comments below, since this was made prior to it. While you're down there, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. So Eevee isn't really used in competitive Pokemon, but it was a major threat back in the Sun and Moon era, where it got the exclusive Z move, Extreme Eevee Boost, which gave it a +2 in every stat, and then it baton passed it away. This was extremely broken and annoying to deal with in online battles. It's not the set I want to talk about though, but it was worth mentioning. My favorite set was from the Let's Go series. Eevee got way more special treatment than the starter Pikachu, as it got a special new move for each type of evolution. So you'd run a timid nature, and there's no Eevees or abilities, so we don't need to worry about those. The movesets were super free depending on what your team needed. Here are all the useful moves exclusive to the starter Eevee. Batty Bad, which sets up Reflect. Glitzy Glow sets up Light Screen. Freezy Frost eliminates stat changes. Sizzly Slide, it has a 100% chance to burn. Bouncy Bubble heals up to half HP based on damage dealt. Buzzy Buzz, 100% chance to paralyze. Sparky Swirl heals team status conditions. And VV Volley, which has more power with Friendship. All of these are special moves with 90 base power except VV Volley. Obviously, all these moves are busted and annoying to deal with. Next up, we have the internet's favorite Pokemon, Vaporeon. Competitively, Vaporeon is a pure water type that makes it a good defensive Pokemon with its moveset and stat distribution. My favorite set is a bold natured one fully invested in HP and defense with the ability Water Absorb. The moveset consists of Scald, Toxic, Wish, and Protect while holding Leftovers. This thing tanks attacks, burns opponents with Scald, Toxic helps keeps things on a timer, and Protect allows the status conditions to wear down the opponent as well as guarantee its Wish healing. I do have a funny story with this Vaporeon. I ran a Bright Powder on it one time for the LOLs with one of my besties. I led with it turn 1 while he led Incineroar. He used Fake Out turn 1 and missed as I proceeded to Scald him. This was a very long time ago, but I'm pretty sure his U-turn missed, making that 2 Bright Powder misses in a row. Jolteon. This thing is a speedy monster. I think Calm Mind sets are nice, but my favorite has to be the Specs set. As long as nothing is set up in front of you and you're aware of their item, you will most likely be able to deal serious damage or pressure on your opponent, given that they don't have any ground type switches. To maximize your speed potential, I run Timid Nature to ensure you outspeed most things, while the Specs give you a good power boost. 252 in speed and special attack with Thunderbolt, Bolt Switch, Alluring Voice, and Shadow Ball for coverage. Flareon. This Pokemon has gotten so much better over the years. Once I got access to Guts and Flame Charge, this thing was fun to use. But this thing does die pretty quickly, as you have to run Toxic Orb, which gives bad poison, and its frailty and low HP. With Scarlet and Violet's moveset, it gained a new coverage tool with Trailblaze. This is a great option for Flareon as well, because it covers its water switch-ins. The optimal moveset would be Flame Orb, Terra Normal, 252 speed and attack with Jolly Nature, the moveset consisting of Trailblaze, Facade, Flare Blitz, and Quick Attack. I do want to call out that I run Flame Orb since we are running Terra Normal, so that way we don't have to deal with the Toxic Poison. Espeon. Every girl's favorite evolution. This thing is amazing with Magic Bounce. It always makes your opponent think twice when using hazards or status moves. Calm Mind is always reliable with defensive investment. 252 HP and speed is what I like to use for this particular set, as I run Weakness Policy. With Calm Mind, you'd be at +3 special attack, and with no item, knockoffs won't hurt nearly as bad. It gets healing with Morning Sun, and to complete its moveset, I run Stored Power and Shadow Ball / Terra Blast. If Terra is in the question, I would run Fairy after the Weakness Policy is activated. Umbreon. The most annoying thing in existence. Terra Poison allows Toxic to be 100% accurate, as well as not be poisoned yourself. This Terra type also gives you good resistances to Fairy and Fighting, which are normally your weaknesses. Foul Play presents setup from physical attackers and has healing with Wish. Protect also helps build up Toxic damage and guarantees your Wish healing. Eevee spread can vary with what your team needs, but 252 HP and whatever defensive stat you choose. Leafeon. This thing is kinda trash, but really good in Sun. It has the ability Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed stat. With access to Sword Stance as well, this thing can actually be a good Sun Sweeper. Terrifier allows it to break through would-be threats and gains a power boost with Sun active if you get it up prior. 252 speed and attack with Adamant Nature while holding the Life Orb. Sword Stance, Solar Blade, Terra Blast, and Knockoff. The only thing is that for grass coverage, Sun has to be up, so be mindful of it. Glaceon. Oof. This one sucks. It gets slightly buffed, as Snow now gives it a defensive buff, so a Spec set seems the most ideal. 252 speed and special attack. Moveset consisting of Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Shadow Ball, and Mud Bomb. If Snow is present, Blizzard is optimal. Freeze Dry gives you good coverage with water types, and Mud Bomb is shockingly useful in draft type situations. And finally, my favorite evolution, Sylvia. This thing has been a great specs and Calm Minesweeper from day one. With Pixelate, it gives it a super strong hyper voice and a very unique priority fairy move. In fact, it's actually the only physical fairy priority move in the game, with Quick Attack. Though not optimal, I just wanted to call that out. I don't want to sound like a broken record with the Calm Mind and Choice spec sets, but it's kind of what we had to deal with since Eevees are very limited in their move pools. Both sets are a tie to me, honestly. I'm used to draft format, so it's really whatever is useful for the team. Regardless of the set, I always run 252 HP and special attack. So that about wraps it up for the evolutions. Let me know what some of your favorite sets are in the comments below. And thanks for watching.